Good morning, my dear students. This is Unit 2, class number 10, and the topics for the today's class is for the advantages and disadvantages of primary market, and the subject is financial markets, institution, and services. My dear students, we have already discussed regarding the primary market. अब as earlier said, market are two types. One is money market, another one is capital market. Capital market is divided into two parts. One is primary market or new issue market or IPO market. Another one is secondary market. But in primary market, there are different ways through which a new company for raising the funds, or the new company the funds are to be generated, or the new company can start their business operation. There are different ways are there. One is that is called as IPOs, initial public offerings, FPOs, follow-on public offerings, as well as some of the there that is called as a bonus share, right issue, private placement, brought out deals. These another one is there are different other ways also there in a raising of the funds, and different participants are there who are participant or who are means take great participation in the primary market, managers to the issue, register to the issue, financial institution, underwriters, and brokerage houses. These are the some of the participants through which the primary markets are it's in operation. But here today's class for the only advantages of primary market. What are the advantages? First advantage is it is a new type of avenue, new type of way through which the funds are to be generated, or the savings can be transformed into investment, or these type of financial assets or good avenues can be purchased through this type of market. That is called as a one greater advantage. Second one is low cost. This type of market fundraising method is very relatively low cost, or it is highly liquidated, or it can be sold in the secondary market almost immediately. It means low cost approach means the raising fund method or raising capital method, or there is no intermediaries involved at the time of raising of the funds. These are called as some of the positive points of the primary market, low cost. Third point is the that is called as a third point is the mobilization of savings. The savings are to be mobilized and transformed into investment through this type of market. Different channels are there through which the funds are to be mobilized, and the monetary resources also put into in their different types of investment alternate avenues. Or this type of market is also a greater importance of source of mobilization of savings in the economy. And fourth point is the less price manipulation. Means price manipulation, price rigging, or changing of price, this is very lower or comparatively less to the in comparison to secondary market, because manipulation generally occurs by the deflation or inflation or security prices, some of the deliberately, or some of the factors which are internal or external factors are there. But here, comparatively less price manipulation by the individuals, by the intermediaries, by the different brokering firms, because this is the first time there is the fundraising method is there. One is a fixed price method through which funds are to be raised. Another one is book building price method through which funds are to be raised. Or there are different in a price caps are there. That is that through which the funds are to be raised, so that there is a less price manipulation. Next one is it is a new investment avenue. Investment avenue means there is a cut down of risk or less riskier securities are to be traded. Means in comparatively there are different multiple financial instruments of different sectors are in sectors of the securities are to be involved. If some sectors are grown up in a coming future, this type of securities are more secure or it can less riskier than the other type of sector, other type of companies. This type of investment opportunities are a diversification of change of perception of investment attitude of investors can be changed according to the new investment avenue. Next one is the price determination. The price is determined in the initial public offerings or investors because what the actual amount he has to invest or she has to invest. Means price determined means according to demand and supply. Price determined means according to fixed price is determined by the registrar of a company. Price determined means maybe the book building price or price cap method is there, but here determined means the demand of a particular script, that accordingly the price can be determined. Next one is there are different disadvantages of primary markets are there, negative points are there, or limitations of primary market are there. One limitation is it is limited information, because new type of a company fund they are generating, or unlisted companies they are generating the funds, they are not fall under purview of the any of the regulatory or disclosure requirements of the Securities or Exchange Board of India. Means through this way the funds are to be generated or the funds are to be raised, so that it is called as a limited information. Next one is no fixed norms for project appraisal. If you in this market the funds are to be generated, so no fixed norms means the project can be appraised or the project can be checked out or the project can be evaluated through different analysis or different techniques are there. One is economic analysis is there, technical analysis there, financial analysis are there. These are the some of the in techniques is arrangements are to be undertaken. So new companies have a no type of fixed norms, no type of rules and regulations are to be formed under project appraisal. That is the way through which primary market have an disadvantage as regards to no adequate institutional arrangement for appraisal of the project. Next one is lack of post issue seriousness. There is a no seriousness of post issue appraisal. As you know, in a primary market there are different register of a company has a greater importance of role. Pre-issue, post-issue stages, pre-allotment stages, post-allotment stages are there. But here, primary market says there is no such seriousness of refund of money to the shareholders, or there is no inadequate information regarding the check of performance of the company after the issue. These are the some of the negative aspect of a primary market. Degrees of risk. Degrees of risk means you know where there is more risk, more return, where there is less risk, there less return. It means the comparatively these type of stocks which are to be traded or which through which the funds are to be generated, it has a high degree of risk, because These type of scripts have no historical trading data or no analyzing the information how the particular script will be performed in near future. This is the first time through which IPO has taken or undertaken in place in the Indian capital market, so that is the degree of risk. High degree of risk is associated with the primary market. My dear students, another limitation is ineffective role of merchant banker. As I have already said, merchant banker as a greater player of a Indian capital market, he has to look into the particular check of the all issue management process. Issue management process means the particular bank's division of a merchant banking division, he has to look out the how far the particular issue can be managed in a smoother way or smoothen can be taken place in the capital market. That is the role of a merchant banker, and that is the role of a he has to do he has does not pay attention towards the technical, managerial or feasibility aspect of the appraising the project proposals, because merchant bankers has an greater attention towards this proposal appraisal, but as said, negative side is or negative point is there, he has no effectively managed the particular appraisal of the projects, whether the particular project will be successful in near future or whether the particular project will be unsuccessful in near future, that cannot be considered enough in by the merchant bankers. And next point is the over subscription amount. Subscription amount means these are the three terms are there associated with the over subscription, under subscription and subscription. It means if a share is oversubscribed, smaller investor may not receive the share allocation. But as earlier guideline says, according to SEBI guideline 2000 says, the QIB qualified institutional buyer have on 75% and small investors may be 15% and other non-institutional investor may be 10%. But here says sometimes small investor does not receive the getting the share allotment of shares or not getting the receive the share allocation, so that it is a discourage to the small investors. But some positive point of the primary market is one is it encourages the small investor to take part or participate in the particular Indian capital market or in a public issue management. Next one is the it delays in allotment process. Sometimes share application money or allotment letters, share certificate or refund of amount can be in order to delay, in order to delay at the time of pay to the particular shareholders or particular to the investors also, so that it is a negative point. Another last negative is it is a poor mobilization of saving. But if you talk about positive point, it is a mobilization of savings and high liquidity can be maintained. But here poor mobilization savings means there are different alternative avenue. Even if there are different alternative avenues are there, risk is associated, then only it is some says it is a poor mobilization of savings or it's not able to mobilize adequate savings from the public. My dear students, apart from these advantages and disadvantages, some of the reforms in primary market can happen after 1991. What are the reforms? What are the changes? What are the measures are to be taken place? What are the development can be taken place in the particular primary market? One is abolition of controller of capital issue. My dear students, Control of Capital Issue Act 1947, after the independence, It can be administered by the Control of Capital Issue (CCI), but in the after LPG liberalization, privatization, and globalization era, in the year or reform period can taken place in 19 after 1991. The Norcia Committee had recommended abolish CCI and establish SEBI. Abolish CCI and establish SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, to protect the investor, or to change the regulatory function, or to change the Capital Control of Capital Issue Act, or to change the means all permission documentation should be cleared under the purview of the SEBI. This is the one abolition of the CCI. Second one is the Securities Exchange Board of India, SEBI. SEBI was established in the year 1992 after LPG era or after reforms can taken place, and SEBI has introduced several guidelines as regards to primary market, secondary market, and also to regulate the Indian capital market, and it can abolish the control of capital issue. These are the some of the issues which are can be taken in place. Next one is disclosure standards. Disclosure standard means what different material disclose of all material facts are regarding the specific risk, and which can be introduced in the code of advertisement of the public issue. It means here some of the risk, what type of security is, what type of risk is associated, or how much riskier it is. It is introduced as a code of advertisement of the public issue for ensuring fair and truthfulness of the disclosure practices. This is another that is called as a reforms in Indian primary market. And next reform is freedom of determination of par value of shares. Determination of par value of shares means the par value of rupees 10 or 100 was withdrawn, means either it will be premium value, either it will be in discount value, or the SEBI has allowed the issue of IPO through book building process also, means SEBI also allowed to companies to determine the par value of the shares issued by them. These are the some of the positive note can be taken into consideration in the reform period. Next one is the underwriting optional. Underwriting means, in the particular primary market, underwriter has a greater role. Underwriter has an may now it is made optional. It is subject to condition. If it is unsubscribed, if it is less subscribed, then only the underwriter has a role. But here says, if issue is not underwritten or not able to collect 90% of the public issue, then it will be refunded to the investors also. Means no coverage under the underwriters. Next one is the FIs permitted to operate in Indian market. FIs means foreign institutional investor or foreign direct investment can be allowed in the invest in the equity shares as well as in debt market, including government securities, including treasury bills, including different mutual funds, including pension funds. Means foreign institutional investors or foreign direct investment can be allowed in the Indian capital market. Next one is the assessing global funds market. To assess the global, Indian companies are allowed to assess the global finance market. How far it is possible? Through raising resources through ADR, means American Depository Receipt, GDR, Global Depository Receipt, foreign currency convertible bonds, and FCCBs, and external commercial borrowing (ECBs). These are the some of the ways through which the funds are to be assessed, are to be utilized, and the cost of funds can be managed properly. Next one, last one is the intermediaries under the purview of SEBI. All intermediaries, so called as a portfolio managers, registered to the issue, share transfer agents, underwriter, debenture trustees, and bankers to the issue, custodian of securities, or venture capital funds. They have been brought under the purview of the SEBI. Means all intermediaries, means so-called as a merchant banker, so-called as a other intermediaries relating to mutual fund and portfolio managers to registrar or are brought under the purview of the SEBI. There are no separate guidelines. These are the really intermediaries who can take in place in the secondary market, not in primary market, because these are the some of the intermediaries who can or who are the these are the players through which the funds are to be managed properly. Next and last point is credit rating agencies. My dear students, various credit rating agencies who can rate or who can evaluate the securities, like as a credit rating information services of India, CRISIL, in the year 1998, investment information and credit rating agency limited, ICRA, 1991, cost analysis and research limited, KR, 1993. These are to be set up to evaluate the securities in the primary market at the time of raising funds, who can rated A plus plus, B plus plus, or C, A plus, A minus, B minus. These are the rated, or that rating agency methodology is different from one another. So in this way the funds are to be raised, or funds are to be generated, or the funds are to be managed, or the capital issue can be managed, or the issue management can be carried over in a proper manner. This is the way the credit rating agencies has enrolled. My dear students, these are the basic concepts of advantage and disadvantage, as well as different reforms of Indian primary market. If you any question, you can ask me. Thank you.